Right, I'm down the field and I'm working through this brush, pulling out any pieces that I can cut up that are worthwhile cutting up for logs, like these ones, just small logs, but all these logs will do for the log burner. So I'm trying to make an effort and doing a few, getting at least 4 or 5 wheelbarrows of them a week and putting them up ready for winter. Here we are, another day on the small holding. I don't know if you can see that, but the pigs are out. And Martin's trying to get them into the back of the trailer. Why are the pigs out? The pigs haven't broken out. They're in quite a secure enclosure. The pigs are out because these broke out of their enclosure and they've broken the pig enclosure. Bloody buffalo. That noise is the alpaca's alarm calling because the pigs are out. Right, this week I've been causing chaos in my freezer room. As you can see, all the tops of the freezers are covered in stuff, something I hate. I hate things on top of the freezers, hence we got a freezer room to stop this. But this is my doing. And what am I doing? I am organising my food preserving area. Well, it's all the jars and lids and containers used for food preserving. A lot of this stuff has been in boxes in the barn while we've been doing the kitchen, and I've still got a few boxes of things out there to go through. But as I've been bringing the boxes in, I've been putting all the jars through the dishwasher. This actually gives me a chance to see how many jars I've got, and also check any for damage. And then I can separate all the types of jars out and the sizes. Once I've got it finished, then I will know which ones I need more of. And the same with the lids. All the lids are getting sorted as well, and I'm going to sort out containers for them. So that's one of the jobs for this week. Something else I got done this week. This metal unit was sitting out in the boot room. The boot room, by the way, is now all skimmed and plasterboarded, and the bathroom. And yesterday we were out picking new bathroom fittings, so we're almost there, almost done. Anyway, as we were clearing stuff out for the skimming and everything, this old metal frame got put outside, and I decided to clean it up, paint it white. All of these cookery books were in the freezer room, taking up space on the shelf. So I pulled them all off the shelf, got them on here, which means I've got access to them. This is just a temporary thing because I am having a bookcase door built for the pantry. But it means I've actually got access to most of my cookbooks. I've still got a box of cookbooks upstairs, and it's meant I could clear the shelf in the freezer room to get organising with the jars. Barrier to stop the dogs raiding the pantry. Now the pantry has become a bit of a chaos dumping ground. It's just one of those things, as you're working through the kitchen, it's where does something go? Put it in the pantry, put it in the pantry. Anyway, I am this week as well, I've been working through reorganising the pantry. By reorganising, what I mean is, right, like that. On some of the canning groups, I've seen people say they don't use labels anymore, they just write on the lid, which is fine, but when it's up there on the lid, you can't actually see what it is without lifting the jar down. So I have been going through, and the other thing some of them have been doing is writing on the jars, which again is okay, but I do find on some of my jars it has been rubbing off. That one's not going to show you. And I've gone back to buying labels. So these labels, I've been buying rolls of 300. I bought one roll of each to try out. And I've got my pen in here. And I've got a cloth because I've been wiping down jars as well. These labels I got off Temu. I think it probably cost me about £1.80 a roll or something like that. And I'm using them to relabel my jars. So I can actually see at a glance what I've got. And more importantly, when it was done. Those that I don't know the month for, they've just got the year. I've also been going along and checking all the seals on the jars. So I've done this shelf. I'm trying to reorganise it so I've got vegetables, and then it'll be meat products and soups. But some of my jars, or a lot of them I should say, right, I'll show you here, but I don't want to climb too far. Oh, right, so again, you can see I've written on the lid, but I'd left the ring on, so the rings have got to come off. But they're all covered in builder's dust. So I'm washing down jars as I go. And as I'm taking the rings off, I've only got a few left of rings on. There's another one, look. Filthy, dirty. And this is all dust from the building work. And now I think all the dusty jobs are done with for now. But as I've been taking rings off, I've actually come across 3 jars so far where the lids have popped and I hadn't noticed. One was, I can't remember, what was it? Oh, one was stock. One was, I think, a vegetable, and I think one might have been a soup. I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, I'd had 3 lids that had popped and they'd got rings on. So I am going along and taking rings off. Once I've got the canning jars done, I'm going to work through the rest of my shelves, because this is what happens, you see, look. It ends up rubbing off the jar. The more you handle the jar, and then I can't see what's in there. So I might be able to guess what it is. Martin definitely couldn't. So I need to go along and reorder. So I've reordered lots of labels off Temu so I can label all my jars. And get them all washed down, get rid of all this dust, which has just clung to everything. It's got to places I didn't even know existed. So that's been another job for this week. All the tiling has come off there and created a big hole, of course, but it means we've got the table moved over out of the way. Peaches, been harvesting lots of peaches. That bowl already, I've got some sitting here in bags which are ripening up. I've been getting canning done and just getting organised basically. So yeah, just And the other thing, as you can see, everything's been taken down off the walls because we've been taking down coving, repairing holes in ceilings, and all of that. These notice boards, I think, are going to go. I'm not keeping them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm being really ruthless with stuff. You know, do I want it? Do I actually need it? Big box of kitchen stuff there, which is going to go down the charity shop or something. I'm going through my recipe folder. Lots of loose leaves, but I've got another couple of A4 folders, and I picked up a load of the whatchamacallit, can't think. Then the punch pockets, and I've got a few of these folders, so I'm going to be, one is going to be all instructions and guarantees for all the new appliances. I'm going to do another folder for all the canning stuff that I've printed out, and I'm going, you know, so I'm making up folders. These are recipes that we used to print out and do. I'm going to go through it. Any that we don't use now, it's going to go on the fire pile. So it is just at the moment lots of organisation and getting sorted, you know, just unpacking boxes. You know, there's another kitchen box under there, and enjoying things like my beautiful lilies I picked from the garden. Brought a bit of outside in, couldn't find a vase, so they've gone into a jug. I think the boxes of vases are out in the barn somewhere. These have been sitting in here now for a few weeks, and the scent is just absolutely divine. So next kitchen job to be done. All these tiles have got to come off. New lights going to go under here. Box in the pipes. Then it'll be retiled. This has all got to be skimmed and plastered and repaired. Then we can get it all painted. And then apart from that door there, the kitchen will be finished. Kev, the electrician's got to come in. He's got all the light bits and everything have been done now. He's going to put all those in place once we've got the ceiling painted. The doors, that door, this door, and the other door over there, I want to send off to be dipped, so they can be waxed to match all our other doors that we've had made. And yeah, fingers crossed, end of the year, it'll all get done. It'll all be done, dusted, and we can just get on with enjoying it.